This is Jared with Stampede Blue. This is your Week 3 preseason postgame wrap, and the Colts lost today at home to the Chicago Bears. The final score is 27-17, and I think it's pretty safe to say, without any of the starters playing for either team, that you kind of got what you were going to expect, what you could expect anyway. On offense, Chad Kelly was 16 for 21 for 209 yards, had a touchdown and an interception, was sacked 3 times, but he also had 2 rushes for 34 yards, including an 18-yard carry, and looked every bit the part of a really good backup quarterback. On the other hand, of course, Philip Walker came in, had an interception and a fumble, and wasn't really able to move the chains, and he's a third-string quarterback. Come on, guys. And then on offense, Charkandrick West led the way, 43 yards rushing. Nothing terribly spectacular, but he was the best of the bunch. And then Deion Kane showed you exactly what the hype was all about, right? You saw those videos of his recovery, and he came back tonight, caught a nice pass over the middle, and just stuck his foot on the ground and went the other way, and scored on a long touchdown. So the Colts have every bit of the playmakers. At least defensively anyway. I was really impressed with EJ's speed tonight. I thought he really kind of showed out. I like what I saw out of Kari Willis. I like what I saw out of Kamoka Toure. So obviously the Colts defense coming together nicely. And then to the whale, obviously we got to talk about it. Andrew Luck is retiring, and it's no joke. I just watched his post-game press conference. Said it's the hardest decision he's ever made. And before y'all get angry and start throwing tomatoes at the man, I just ask that you be empathetic one time and think about what that guy's been through, what he's meant to this franchise in terms of being the torchbearer for just a bad franchise. Look at the turnover in the last 3 years. Think about all the pressure on his shoulders to continue to perform with raised expectations under a new regime. He's a young 29 years old. He's made some money. He's married. He's about to be a dad. There's no reason to believe that it all just couldn't become overwhelming for you. And I think that it's fair that after what he's been through, he wants to take a break. I thought he took a lot of abuse in college. Really, he's a bruiser kind of quarterback, and he played that kind of way his first few years in the league, and it got him hurt, and he never seemed to fully recover. And you gotta really think about the individual. I think the Colts are in good hands. Otherwise, obviously, we're going to be searching for a quarterback, right? And if everything that Frank Reich has said is that Jacoby Brissett is a top 20 quarterback. So now it's time to put the money where your mouth is, right? And then I think you got a competent backup in Chad Kelly that can really come in there and make some noise if Jacoby Brissett struggles. Now, the rest of the roster, he didn't have any big injuries today, so it's certainly something to hang your hat on today. Obviously, the day Andrew Luck retires, right? No big injuries. Obviously, my questions at this point was if Anthony Costanzo doesn't play 16 games, who's the backup tackle to him? Because Raven Clark just didn't look the part tonight. Although I think the play where they give up that hit on a quarterback, I think they got a chip on him, and then he just beat Raven Clark. It was not pretty. So like I said, a lot of things to be happy about as far as the team goes. Obviously crushed at the thought of Andrew Luck retiring with all the promise in the world for the roster. So we'll kind of swallow that as a community. We'll come together. We're still going to make a hell of a season out of it. And I think if the Eagles can win a Super Bowl with Nick Foles, then what's to say Jacoby Brissett isn't legit? That's the boat we're on now, right? So this has been Jared with Stampede Blue. This is your Indianapolis Colts preseason postgame wrap, and keep your head about you, kids.